Hi friends, I'm Molly Bird if you're new here, and welcome back or welcome to my channel. So I'm doing Vlogmas and today is day 7. I don't know if you can hear the background, but my husband is snowblowing now, which is so great because first of all, he had some mini strokes this summer, and just the idea he's out there snowblowing is wonderful, and he feels great, and also he's actually enjoying it. He loves to do that. I would hate it. So it's great that he enjoys it in the snow. And it's so much snow. I think we got 6 inches last night, so I don't even know what the accumulation is at this point, but it's gorgeous. It reminds me of my childhood, because in the Midwest, we always had tons of snow, and then there was a while there we weren't getting very much, and that was kind of strange, but now it's like back to how it was when I was a kid. I absolutely love it. Also, I wanted to show you my very first Christmas present I ever got, and it is my very first because I had received it before I was even born, and my mom was pregnant with me when I had gotten this present. So basically it was a present for her to give me, or for her to have. I don't know how you would say that, but I have it now. And my mom's tradition was every Christmas Eve that we would have eggnog, and she would make homemade eggnog. We would get it every year, and there'd be whipped cream on top, and it was just absolutely so good. I mean, I look forward to that as much as Christmas, I swear, is the eggnog. And we always got to open one gift before we went to bed, and I did that with my kids too, so that's another tradition we have. And so I'm going to show you the gift that I got. And before I do though, I want to show you who gave it to me. And it was my favorite, I hate to say aunt because I do have other aunts, but I'll just say she's my favorite great aunt because I didn't really know any of my great aunts. And when I was born, she was 70 already, but thankfully she lived healthily till she was 90, and that was in 1992, so she got to meet my daughter, who was 2 at the time, and we would go there like practically every day because she lived in the hometown I am in, and she was my only relative in my hometown, and she was like a second grandma to me, and I loved her so much. She was amazing. She was so much fun. She'd always be laughing, and she always had a good attitude about everything. And whenever I'm feeling down, I look at her photo and I just try to talk to her and ask her to give me strength because she was a strong woman in every level. So here she is, and this is a very old picture of her, but this is back, I didn't know her then of course, but this is back when she was probably in her 20s. Or maybe 30s, I'm not sure. But she didn't have her first child till she was 39, and she didn't get married till she was 35. So I'm thinking this picture, she's probably in her 30s. So wow, that's a long intro to this, but I do want to show you my present. And it's a Santa mug. And this Santa mug is so meaningful to me because when my mom would make the eggnog, we would all get our Santa mugs because I have 3 siblings, and we would all get our Santa mugs and drink from them. Of course, it's chips and sin, but back then it was not chip. They were perfect. And they're really well made. I think they're just made in Japan, and I try to find some exactly like this one. I cannot find any. They're just tiny bit slightly off. They're never exact. I don't know how on earth to ever find this mold. And if you ever looked, either they're bigger or they're just a tiny, tiny bit different. So but maybe that's a good thing. So I never could get the 4 because we split them up. You know, I don't know if one of them broke. One of them did break. The cat broke one. My kitty cat Tiger. And my mom was devastated about it. And I don't remember whose mug the cat broke, but it wasn't mine, obviously. But there was only 3 then. So my mom passed away. My sisters all got one. So I got one and my 2 sisters. But my brother he didn't care. And the thing is, so the neat thing about this, I'm going to show you photos up here of other Santa mugs. They're not exact, but they're basically kind of the same. And as you can see, one is blinking and one was 2 eyes open and one has eyes like half shut or something, but they all have different eyes. So when my aunt got these, actually it was a year before my mom was even pregnant with me. So they didn't expect they were going to have another child probably, because I came 6 years later. So who knows, you know, I weren't planning another child, but I happened. So the thing was, there was 3 mugs my great aunt gave my siblings before I was even conceived. And then lo and behold, my mom's pregnant, and the next Christmas she's pregnant with me, because I wasn't born till that April. And so my great aunt bought another mug for her for when I'm going to be born, for the Christmas following. And what I love about this is the eyes are closed, and the story was that my great aunt told my mom, because she's a sleeping baby inside you now, she gave me the mug with the eyes closed for the sleeping baby. So I thought that was so sweet. I will be having miniatures at the end of this video. I'm doing the club room, so it will be done at the end of this video, that floor. It'll be the second floor of the dollhouse, and I'm going to do all the front part, so that will be the party food and a lot of dolls, and I'll put the rest of the dolls in there, so you can see that at the end of this video. But as you can see, I did decorate the Christmas tree, and I wanted to show you that and tell you a little bit about the ornaments on it. It's kind of a long video today. And yeah, I think I'm going to save the rest of the ornaments and the decorating for more videos to come, but I hope you enjoy the rest of this one. Thanks so much for watching. And yay, I have our Christmas tree done. All decorated with angel on top. And all these decorations I had gotten from my mom. Once a year we would get a new one, and the theme was red and gold for me. And Pip has been so good. When I put the decorations up, all he did was watch me, and he didn't even mess with the tree at all. You're such a good kitty, Pip. You're such a good kitty. Watching White Christmas.
The battery's dead on the Jeep.
Absolutely love this. Love this one. And we have so much snow this year. It feels like I am in this movie with all the snow. And Danny Kane, yeah. Danny Kane was so great and so talented. And there is Jeff snow blowing. Today I'm so excited to show you these pieces because they're some of my favorites. First I'm going to show you the furniture I'm going to put in the club room. And the very first thing I'm going to show you is this table. And the reason I love it. So one reason is because it's the period. So it's very Art Nouveau. And it's just a really nice piece. It is a JBM piece, if you're familiar with the miniatures world of what JBM is, which is a very high-end piece of miniature furniture. And it's very Art Deco, Art Nouveau. It's that period of the 40s that was very popular. And the whole, if you notice, the bar area that I did the other day has the same feel and same type of furniture. It's not really mid-century, because I think that came later. But so yeah, I would say Art Nouveau is probably more accurate, or Art Deco. Art Deco is more the 20s though, so I'm thinking Art Nouveau. I'm going with that. So this piece is going to put a lot of the food, but I'll show you that later. And then this sofa, absolutely gorgeous. Again, very Art Nouveau. And I don't even know the maker on this one, but I just knew it was really nice. And it a lot of my stuff did come from eBay, so there's not a lot of history behind it, but I just know a nice piece when I see it. And this is all like in velvet. And I'll show you the table, coffee table. Well, it's like a coffee table that I'll put in front of it. And this is neat because it has the wheels on the bottom. I love everything that has wheels on the bottom. That was kind of the period too. And so that will go in front. And then I have this other piece that Also looks very Art Nouveau. Yeah, it's kind of that same blondie wood color. And of course all these pieces are wood. And the bottoms are the cloth feet. And then I have a smaller table that I'll put in between these two chairs that I have that are kind of like a barrel chair, they're called, but they're very the period and glamour and this very shiny gold material that's on those and the seats. And then I will put some more ashtrays out in this room because they're all smoking. They're out there smoking. And this one I have for there. And then I also have this one that has kind of a crystal base, real glitzy glamour. And then I also have these neat pillows that I will put on the sofa. And I'll put those in the corners like this. And they kind of have a taffeta look to them with gold strands. Is there gold on here? It's not really gold, but it's more like yellow. This piece here is neat. It's very vintage. It is a vintage piece. A vintage piece of the Boss brand of miniatures, which may be from the 70s. But anyways, it's hand painted on the sides. And it looks like it has a marble top. It's not real marble, but it looks marble. Very well done. And even the back is kind of nice because it has this texture on it, but that won't show. I love the feet on it. So to me, this would have maybe represented the 30s or maybe even 20s. And the glass front, and it's just really nice, really well made. And when you open it, you could put wine bottles here. So back in here, I could put wine bottles, but I'm gonna probably, I don't know. That's too big. They have to be kind of small, and I don't have enough that they won't shut if I put those in there. But you could if you had little small ones. But it's neat because it has that look that you can put wine bottles in here. And then as you can see, the back is a mirror. So if I wanted to have this exposed and open, I could, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to just shut it. And it's even painted down in here. So it's a really pretty piece. And you'll see what I'm going to do with that for the top too here soon. And then I'm going to show you some of the items I will be putting on this table. One is a punch bowl because punch was a huge deal back in the 40s. And this one has lemon or orange slices. I'm not even sure. It might be orange because it looks like an orange punch. I'm sure it's spiked. A few of these that have the lemon slice in them that are the little glasses that would go with the punch bowl. And I will just set those around the table. And I have a few of those. And then I also have this really neat dish that is appetizers with lemon slices, cocktail sauce in the middle, and shrimp on a bed of lettuce. And back then they loved to put everything on iceberg lettuce, it seemed. And there's some grapes there too, if you can see those on the edges. I will put in the link where I got this. I don't think they make these anymore though. But she does make really good little miniature foods, so I'll still put it in the description. I have no idea how this woman does this. It's just, they're just, oh my gosh, unbelievable. I just love them so much. I also have a plate here that looks like shaved turkey and beef. And there's also some cut red onion on here. Some more either black olives or grapes. I think it's supposed to be black olives. I'm not sure. Maybe it's an American cheese. And it has tomatoes on the top of the cheese with lettuce, I think. We have a tray of carrots and olives, celery, deviled eggs on a bed of lettuce on a silver tray. Some coffee, because they do like coffee, even though they like to drink. They want coffee probably with the dessert. And these little coffee cups are with the saucer and the little spoon. And then I thought it'd be fun because it's Christmas time and I'll just do this for the season. But to do this plate of cookies, and they're all Christmas cookies, as you can see. Cut out cookies, gingerbread at the top. And the thing about this is we can pretend that they came from the bakery downstairs. And then I definitely want to put some glass dish or plates on here so they have something to put their food on. I'll put some forks here lined up somehow so they can have a fork with their appetizer. I don't think I'll give them spoons. They can deal with just forks. Since it is the holiday, I want to put a little something on the table besides the Christmas cookies that look holiday, and that will be some deer. So I have these cute little deer here that look very 1940s, and I thought they would look really cute in the middle of the table. I'm going to put a lot of bottles of wine. This whole entire top I want to have wine. And then there's a canister of alcohol here that I'll just set. This alcohol, which I don't know what the heck that is, 1792 it says. It looks pretty strong, but you know, they like that. And then, oh yeah, I want to put champagne here, so I'm going to put a wine, what do you call this, ice bucket. It's not really an ice bucket. Maybe, I don't know. Someone help me out in the comments what that's called. And then I'll put the champagne in it. I would put an ashtray here, which back then they probably would be fine with. To me, that's disgusting. But what do you think? Should I put it there or should I take it off? I do have this really cute Christmas tree here. I don't know. It's probably more like a candy dish. So I could put that somewhere too. It's not really an ashtray. Maybe I could find something to put in it. Now, one of the ladies is her, and I'll put in the link where I got her, Lorelei Blue on Etsy. She was custom made, and I told her exactly what I wanted, and she nailed it. So 1940s hair, look at her shoes, saddle shoes, but heels, little bow in the backs. The clothes are perfect. She has painted fingernails. Her hair, her face, she has little earrings on that are studded, kind of a goldy copper. The cigarette is unbelievable, and it even looks like smoke's coming out of it. She's probably one of my favorite dolls, to be honest. I love everything about her. I love her face. I think she's perfect. So this is, honestly, I think this one and the next one I'm going to show you are my two favorites of all. Even though I hate to have favorites, but that's just how it is in life, right? We have favorites. So the next one I'm going to show you is also custom by the same, got my own hair in here, the same artist. And she's a little darker, meaning she's got a little edge to her, which I love. She's a blonde bombshell, broad or whatever you want to call her. Her hair is exquisite. Look at the back, the netting. Her fingernails, her smoking the cigarette, her shoes. She has the peephole shoes on and her toenails are painted. And her jewelry. Taffeta dress. She even has the bows in the back of the dress with this. Yeah, I just love her. So these two sit here, and then I also love the other ones too, don't get me wrong, but for some reason these are my two top favorite. Now the other one is the same artist, and I do love her as well. And she's a redhead, and she has the classic hair with the rolls. She also has the same netting in her hair. She has beautiful fingernails painted with a beautiful rock on her finger. It's like it's purple, and her shoes with the bow and earrings that are red. Beauty mark on her face. The other one has a beauty mark too. And so she'll sit here, and then we actually have some guys in the mix. So this guy, he's looking a little rough, but I love him. And he should shave, but he's not. So he reminds me of Hubble from the movie, the love story movie with Barbara Streisand, which was supposed to be set in the 40s. So Robert Redford played him, and Hubble was his name. And he has the herringbone pants on with the suspenders. He has some beer. And when I get the when I get the poker table, I definitely want to set him in the other room with that. But for now, I think I'm going to set him at the bar with his buddy. So he'll be going in the bar area. And then this guy, his friend, I don't have names for these guys. If you think of a name, let me know. I always think I'm going to name them and then I forget, or I forget their names after I name them. He has the saddle shoes also, and herringbone pants with the cuff on them. Classic sweater vest that would have been worn back then. He's kind of scruffy too with his shadow on his beard. And blue eyes, and yeah, that's his friend. We could call the one guy Hubble, I guess, and the other guy, think of a name for him. And then there's one other woman, I'm not sure, I never know if I put her, where should I put her? I guess she'll go in there too. Just one more. The bows in her hair. And so I'll sit her here. So then at least there's two ladies that are sitting next to each other. So there'll be 4 ladies in all. This too I might put in there just to decorate it for Christmas. Maybe I'll put this above the French doors that are in there. I cannot believe I almost forgot to show you this lady. So this lady also has a cigarette. I'm going to have her sitting by the nun because I think they'd be really having a good old time together. Yeah, she's a lot of fun. She's a Jenny Kelm doll, so I'll put her shop in the descriptions. Now the room is all set, the table's set, the bar is full, the ladies, and there's the ladies dancing in the back, the couple, and the bar with the guys. And then in the other room, I decided to put the garland here. And there's the nun. And she's gabbing it up with this lady over here. And I'm looking for a poker table for her there. And I might get a table to put next to her too, because she can't put a glass down because there's no table. But she does have a present, so I don't know if the nun gave her the present or if she's giving the present to the nun. And then downstairs, of course, they're all set too. I did add a candy cane sign to the bakery. It's right here because she's selling candy canes. Wrapping up the plum pudding. Here's a little bird's eye view of everything. Ladies in the kitchen. Thanks so much for watching, and tomorrow we're going to be going up these stairs to the 3rd level, and I'm going to be doing the bedroom that is up here. See you tomorrow.